We've all been there. That gut punch moment when a plan, a dream, or shoot, just a part of your life completely falls apart. A major failure can feel like you've slammed into a brick wall at full speed. But what if it isn't an ending? What if it's actually a brand new starting line? So if you've ever felt like you're at the bottom looking up, this one's for you. Let's talk about how to reset your life and turn that setback into a serious comeback.
Wow. This phrase, it just says it all, doesn't it? It perfectly captures that raw, universal feeling of failure. It's so much more than just being disappointed. It's this deep personal ache. It's that moment you hit rock bottom and you honestly can't see a path forward through all the doubt and despair. And that's exactly where our story starts today.
So, let me introduce you to Ryan. He's a student, and his world just got turned completely upside down by a huge academic setback. Now, his story is about school, but the lessons here, they apply to absolutely everything. We're going to follow his journey because it gives us a really powerful step-by-step way to think about engineering our own comebacks.
Okay, so first things first. Before we can fix the problem, we have to really understand it. So let's take a look at the anatomy of failure, what it's really made of, and the intense emotional fallout that comes with any big setback. And this is so important. This right here unpacks why failure hurts so much. It is rarely just about our own personal loss. For Ryan, the heaviest weight wasn't the bad grade itself. It was seeing the disappointment in his parents' eyes. That feeling that you've let down the people you care about, man, that can be completely paralyzing. But here's the thing about being paralyzed. Even in that dark place, a moment of clarity can arrive, a turning point. And this is that moment, the moment where despair stops being a destination and instead it starts becoming fuel for a change.
We call this moment the pivot. And listen, this isn't some magic thing that just happens to you. The pivot is an active decision. It's you consciously choosing to stop floating in the wreckage and to start swimming for the shore. It's the exact moment you decide, okay, I'm taking back control.
Which, of course, brings us to the million-dollar question. It's one thing to decide to change, but how in the world do you actually do it? How do you go from feeling sad and broken to actually building something new, something better? All right, so how do we do it? Let's get practical. Let's get into the nuts and bolts. This is a step-by-step guide for building a new routine and systematically taking back control of your life. This is the how-to manual for the pivot.
And look, it all breaks down into 4 clear, totally manageable steps. Step 1, just acknowledge the reality of the situation. No sugarcoating, no beating yourself up, just, this is where I am. Step 2, make one, and I mean just one, core decision to change something. Step 3, design a simple, new routine around that one decision. And finally, step 4, the one that makes all the difference. Execute that plan with relentless consistency.
And this is exactly what it looked like for Ryan. This is how the theory becomes real. His one decision was to finally get serious about his studies. And his new routine? It wasn't some crazy life overhaul. It was just a structured, dedicated study schedule. A simple plan, but executed consistently. That's what changed everything. So, what does this whole transformation really look like in the real world? What's the payoff for all this work? Let's actually visualize how this process takes you from a devastating setback to a truly empowering comeback. I mean, the contrast here is just night and day. On one side, you have the old reality, low grades, that raw feeling of being broken, and just chaotic, unstructured time. And then on the other side, you have the new reality that was forged from that pivot. The grades got better, sure, but look deeper. Restored confidence, a clear daily schedule. You see, the grades, the external results, they're just a symptom of that incredibly powerful internal shift.
And it all comes back to this number: one. One decision, one small change to your routine, one day at a time. The entire comeback, the whole reset, it all starts with the incredible power of one single intentional choice.
Okay, so we've seen how this framework completely changed things for Ryan. Now, let's bring it all home. How can you apply this exact same idea to whatever setback, big or small, you might be facing in your own life? Here's your personal game plan. First, identify your turning point. Find that moment where you truly decide, okay, enough is enough. Second, define your new one thing. What is the single most important change you can make right now? Third, commit only to the very first smallest step. Don't worry about climbing the whole staircase. Just focus on that first step. And finally, and this is huge, fall in love with the process, not just the big, scary outcome. Just trust that consistent daily action will get you there.
So, I'm going to leave you with this thought. Forget about trying to reset your entire life tomorrow. That's overwhelming. Instead, just ask yourself this one simple, powerful question. Right now, today, what is the very first small, totally achievable step in your pivot?